Hello everybody and welcome to Indestructible Potatoes Potato Lounge with Smite, Austin, Zeus, Corey.
I'm not playing.
I know you're not playing, it's fine. We all appreciate you being here. You're like the glue that keeps us together. Let's go on, let's cut right into it. Some Star Wars news. Alden Rich. God damn it.
Can I read your handwriting?
Yeah, no, it's not handwriting. Alden Rich confirmed officially for young Han Solo. The dude who played Hail Caesar and is also in Blue Jasmine. It took 6 months to process the auditions for the young Han Solo, as we've already gone back. They're about back before the 6 months was figured out. There were about, I think, 12 people being considered for the role. Directed by Chris Miller and Phil Lord, based on a script by Lawrence and John Kasdan. The shooting starts January or February of next year. Ark Survival of the Fittest is put on hold for PS4 for other reasons that they really didn't say. Rocket League cross-network play is now ready for release, but they only need Sony's approval. Now, Sony's going to be an asshole about this because they don't want to do it. Unless, as the director of Rocket League said, in less than a business day, it could happen with no problems. Which means they could update, literally they could have updated their servers and have cross-network play between PC and Xbox and PS4. But the only thing they need is the PC. I mean, it's not PC, it is the PS4. But because Sony's going to be a bunch of assholes about it, they're not going to go ahead and accept it until they get some sort of financial benefit or some other fucking stupid shit. Josh Whedon is down to direct a Black Widow movie.
Austin, you're getting kind of fucked up, bud.
He's doing fine.
I hope you die.
He's doing fine.
I hope you die, Austin.
He's doing okay. Austin's a pro with Zeus, as we've all known. And
Austin's terrible at this game.
Austin's now shaking his head and really loud, but you can't hear it.
It's just so bad. Look at him. It's terrible.
He's buying what normal fucking mages buy, asshole.
I know, but he's so bad at it.
Actually, I wouldn't have bought the sash first, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know it does, but I wouldn't have bought it first.
Hey, you know who stacks? Little bitches.
You know who buys relics? Little bitches.
Normal people who play the game. That's why
Yeah.
they made him free, dipshit.
Yeah, I don't buy him still. I'm lazy. I don't care. Let's continue on. Spider-Man Homecoming cast. Michael Keaton to play Vulture, as we've already said before. As we said before in our first edition when we said that there was a chance of Homecoming being an actual movie. And Steve did guess that it was going to be an actual legit movie. Not confirmed for all the other actors, though. As Laura...
Oh, he's so weak!
As Laura Harrer and Tony Rivoli suggested as Peter Parker's classmates. No news as to whoever else the roles will be given to, as they've brought in a shit ton of people. Black Panther film begins filming in January, as Lupita Nyong'o will play the role of Nakia, also known as Alice Malice. Dan Aguirre is in as Okoye, and Michael B. Jordan will be playing Eric Killmonger. No clue who that is. Do you know any idea?
Not a big Black Panther.
Yeah, our Marvel knowledge just kind of drifted to our Marvel talks are still coming back, though. This was released in Comic-Con, by the way. This news was released in Comic-Con.
Gotta wait for Steve.
Yeah. Kurt Russell confirmed for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 as Star-Lord's father, Ego. Sylvester Stallone has also confirmed for a Marvel role. No news as to what he is getting, but the hope and prayer is that he gets some sort of...
Oh my god, Austin. You just saved your ass.
How much health do you got, bud? About 10? About 10 health there?
Dude, how mad do you think that guy is that he didn't get that kill?
He's probably frustrated as shit right now.
Oh my god, it's only 4 minutes in, they're already 8-0. Holy shit.
I think they're gonna have to I think they might actually give up.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either. Sylvester Stallone is confirmed for a Marvel role, but no clue as to what film he'll be in and what his role will be. J.J. Abrams doubt William Shatner will ever appear in the new Star Trek movies. Sadly, neither will Leonard Nimoy. Rest in
yeah,
peace.
he's kind of dead.
He's kind of dead. It'd be nice to see if Leonard Nimoy actually was alive. It'd be kind of nice to see him. Well, he was already in the Star Trek, so I don't know why I thought.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of nice to see him and William Shatner in a
he had
new
the most
movie.
retarded role in fucking Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, he did.
Because it was like, all right, here, how did you beat him? So you can just cheat. It's like,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it would be nice to see them both in there, like William Shatner and Leonard, but nah, I don't know. It would have been a nice little thing to see, but I'll leave it as is.
Whoa.
Where did he come from?
Austin's a dead boy.
Austin, rest in pieces, bud.
Oh, man, they're about to get fucked.
Double kill?
God damn.
Do you remember when you said Austin was bad at this game,
He's
Corey?
bad. His teammates are carrying him.
Austin,
Are your teammates carrying you?
You might want to see what the others... He's going 5-0, 3. Yeah, he's doing pretty well right now.
Nah, he's doing terrible.
Let's see. Dark Horse and Blizzard are partnering for new Overwatch comics. Now, this is something that kind of interests me to see what they do. As everybody knows, Dark Horse is kind of a publisher of a bunch of nonsense comics. I would say they do a lot of video game comics, like Pokemon, for instance, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And whatever else they can get their hands on. Overwatch First Strike will be written by Mickey Nelson and penciled by Ludo Lullaby. The release date digitally is
asking for punishment.
The release date is digitally November 2016 and print April 2017. Dark Horse will publish a 100-page graphic novel in April of 2017. No title or creative team yet, but hopefully we see some news about that in the future. Dark Horse's follow-up will be released with The Art of Overwatch, an oversized hardcover featuring previous unseen concept art and illustrations. The release of summer 2017. I might have to get my hands on that one.
Same.
If anybody's actually
the first strike team looks really good. It's
Yeah.
like 100 pages.
It didn't release how many pages the first strike will be, but it's going to be released digitally November this year.
They said it's going to be 100 pages.
Well, they didn't really say how much that one would be, but hopefully, I kind of want to see how.
I'm telling you, I heard it was going to be 100 pages.
You've heard it's going to be 100 pages from who?
I just heard that.
Bitch, please. I'm kidding. But I don't know. It'd be kind of neat. If anybody's actually seen the concept art for Overwatch, you probably know how freaking awesome people are with their jobs, and even if they just dabble in it, people are dedicated to that shit, and I give them props for it. Amnesia/Soma developer is working on their first non-horror game. As the developer said, there's 2 games in the works, says the director Thomas Grip. One is a horror game, the other is not. Any speculation as to what that is, Corey? Non-horror games, you think?
Probably going to be some kind of point and click.
No. You've seen Amnesia and Soma plays, right?
I played Amnesia.
Yeah, it's not going to be a point and click.
They said they're not making it a horror game.
Not making a horror game, so it's probably going to be a mystery, I would assume. Something stupid like that.
Point and click, probably.
Nah, I don't know. Austin never played it. Don't Breathe director gives Dante's Inferno Dante's Inferno kind of a release date, but also is talking about a new movie coming out called Monster Apocalypse. Fede Alvarez is who directed Evil Dead in 2013. If anybody hasn't seen, for a little side note, that ending scene was about 100 million gallons of blood.
Yeah.
Of fake blood, but
a lot of blood.
That's a lot of fucking blood.
Austin, recall.
The film is still in development. Development to pull more from the original Dante Alighieri poem than the game, which is amazing.
Did someone say Onigiri?
No.
No.
It's a bit more about the original mythology. It takes ideas from the game. They're also working on a board game adaptation of Monster Apocalypse. It's a post-apocalyptic monster movie. Plans began for Monster Apocalypse back in 2010, as Tim Burton was going to helm the film, but left after he did Pacific Rim, or did help with Pacific Rim, and decided to dabble in other projects. But, a Monster Apocalypse sounds like a decent movie. Dante's Inferno would be kind of neat to see, given that it might be a live action or it might be an animation movie, but who knows.
Animation probably better.
Yeah, they're probably going to do more with an animation movie.
Oh my god, Austin, they're just destroying your poor teammate.
Ghost Riders is confirmed to debut at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to appear in Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This will be Robbie Ray's version of the character, not...
Whoa, how did you just survive that?
Just got bounced in the air.
How did you survive that?
Use the potion in midair.
I needed to start doing that. What's that? Wait, we're using beads?
No, it's a health potion.
My bolts will strike with great
That little
fury.
cloak on the bottom.
Oh, you use that. That
Yeah.
just saved you from dying.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
This will be Robbie Ree's version of the character, played by Gabriel Luna. This will not be, Nicolas Cage's version of Ghost Rider.
My God.
Yeah, well...
No, thank God.
Okay, fine. Marvel TV head Jeff Loeb said Season 4 will be the biggest, most ambitious story yet, involving probably bringing in more concepts to tie all the Marvels together in a way, hopefully. Aquaman director is excited to bring a horror element to Atlantis. It will be a scary tone, according to James Wan. He says that he is kind of giving that aspect of it's underwater, so there's that scare factor of people who don't like the water and drowning and whatnot, of, what can you do with underwater aspects. And James Wan does a great job with the environment of some aspects of it, which I'm actually very excited to see what he does.
It's not worth using an Austin.
Because he's not a bad actor. He did The Conjuring, if anybody knows. He also did Lights Out. A new might still be out. It might not be. Onslaught is coming to Transformers: The Last Night. He is the leader of the Combaticons. God, that name is just really fucking stupid. He's part of Bruticus, a big ass Transformer, if anybody doesn't know. The Combaticons are a subgroup of the Decepticons, but not followers of Megatron in any way, shape, or form. Changes are coming to Anna and McCree for PC for now. This is just going to be PC until they decide to bring in those updates slowly and surely for PS4 and Xbox One. For Anna, the biotic rifle rate is increased by 20%. The magazine size is increased from 8 to 10. And the overall effectiveness is increased for healing and damage now. So she'll be kind of
Austin,
more...
she's going to strike your life.
She'll be the best of both worlds. Nothing about the sleep, though, Austin, so there's that.
Stupid.
Her sleep won't be that big of a thing anymore.
I hope they increase the sleep time, actually.
No, it'd actually be great if they decreased it. Because they're doing Anna and them, so it'd be great if they decreased Anna's sleep grenade, and it'd be great if they decreased McCree's stun grenade.
It's not a grenade.
Oh, I'm sorry, what the fuck? It's a flashbang. Fuck you.
No, it's a sidearm, bud.
No. Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about...
McCree's is a flashbang.
Yeah, McCree's is a flashbang. I'm talking about both of them. They're just considered stuns, really. They're easy for someone to get the edge on them, but I don't know. They're just
Stupid is what you meant.
Sorry.
You're just mad because you're a Reinhardt main and you get stopped dead in your tracks.
Stupid. Nobody's ability should be able to stop another ability. That's dumb.
That's the whole point of a counter.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, it kind of is.
It counters everybody.
exactly.
That's stupid.
It's not
But the fact,
stupid.
no, I get Austin.
She has no mobility.
Austin's point of view kind of does make sense.
No mobility.
If you look at it, no, Austin makes sense. If you're trying to charge someone and you use that charge, and then if Anna hits you with that sleep dart, it automatically cancels it. It's just stupid. I don't agree with it. There are certain abilities that shouldn't be canceled, with certain people. Like if it's an ult, cancel an ult. That makes sense. Having like a regular LB or right bumper ability being canceled because McCree throws his fucking flashbang at your fucking toe, at your big toe.
Why is it better that you get an ult gets countered but a regular ability doesn't?
I don't know. In my eyes, an ult can get countered because it's kind of strategic. I don't know. It's just
It's kind of like if Bastion used his ult, Genji can reflect a big giant missile back.
yeah. Genji can basically reflect Bastion's rockets, which Austin and I did go through last night, which was stupid.
Why
as
is that
shit.
stupid?
It's just fucking dumb.
It's a missile.
It's
you
a
can't
fucking
deflect a missile with a sword.
Yeah, that is kind of stupid.
Guess what else again you can reflect? Reinhardt's flame strike.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Fuck that. That's really fucking stupid. I didn't know he could reflect the
I think
fucking...
it's funny.
I think it's stupid as hell. That doesn't make any sense. Well, let's go on to the McCree. Primary damage fall off range decreased by 10. The effective range is still higher than it was when release date. The rate of fire for Fan the Hammer is increased by 15%. Stop fucking with the Fan the Hammer. Leave it low. Leave it to the point where people only use it at specific moments. If you give people the option to fan the hammer, then do a fucking roll, then fan the hammer again, it doesn't fucking make people want to enjoy yourselves. It pisses people off. It's not fun.
That it does.
If you're just going to fan the hammer, roll, then fan the hammer, at least have... If you're going to roll, don't automatically reload the fucking gun for him. Have him reload it too.
McCree fans were like, oh, we can't use their combo with the flashbang. It's like, no.
They actually fixed that shit
no,
too.
The combo still works on, like, the characters that it should work on. It still works on, like, Tracer and...
but that's where
like,
it's supposed to
Zenyatta
work on.
And, like, the 200 to 150. That's what it
That's
really
where it's supposed to work on,
It
though.
should not be able to fucking shred tanks.
Yeah,
That's
it shouldn't be able to kill Zarya in 2 hits. That's just kind of stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
Holy fuck, Austin.
I don't know. I don't agree with some of the things they're trying to fix.
How did you just shred their life?
Well, that's what Austin does. Recovery time for flashbang ability has been decreased from 0.5 to 0.35. So it's been slowed by about 25%. Honestly, I have already stated my point of view as to why I fucking hate McCree more than anything. He can fan the hammer, roll, fan the hammer again without even have to reload. As a video of some people I've seen maybe on the internet, his ult has, if you target, for instance, these are just bots, mind you. He used his ult, 10 bots in a row, didn't reload. A fucking Magnum holds 6 shots, and he didn't reload with his ult. That's kind of stupid. I don't agree with that at all.
I think it's funny.
I think it's fucking stupid.
Wait, did they update what this thing was?
The Bull God?
Yeah, it used to be a Titan, not a
This
Bull God.
This is also a new map too.
No, I'm talking about they changed it from before.
Like recently?
Yeah, this is not a Bull God.
We just played this like last week.
I just soloed him.
Yeah, congratulations. What do you want, a cookie?
I would like one, yes.
Yeah, I know you would.
Would you also like a dick in your ass?
That too.
Yeah, there's that one.
Anything.
Alicia Vikander's fresh new take on Lara Croft. This won't be too similar to Angelina Jolie's story back in the 2000s.
Thank God.
Basically, it's going to be an origin story. As they said before, it's basically going to be kind of a different take on Lara Croft, not from the game's point of view or anything else like that, but hopefully something fun comes from it.
Austin.
That's the hope and prayer that I have for
You got it, Austin!
Because the more games that are turned into... Fuck, you got killed. The more games that are turned into movies might actually give people more of the options to play with things. Disney is developing a Rocketeer sequel called The Rocketeers, with an S.
Just sitting there.
Rocketeers was back in 1991, if anybody doesn't know. They're in early stages of development. Script by Matt Spicer and Max Winkler. The set is 6 years after the original. This is where you see a new pilot. As they said, mostly a black female lead will be in the movie. Putting on the new getup after the old Rocketeer was captured by Nazis. Bridgem Taylor, who produced The Jungle Book, is going to be producing, along with Blake Griffin and Ryan Talley. Blake Griffin is an NBA superstar, and Ryan Talley is a Carolina Panthers. Which really doesn't make any sense, because do you think they really know movies that well? Do you think somebody who works in the NBA, or somebody who works in the football, really knows how to produce a movie?
Anybody can produce a movie.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Oh my, shred your team.
Well, he's also playing with dumbasses who don't know how to use their characters. DarkSider's Remastered Edition is coming to PS4 and Xbox One and Wii U. DarkSider's Warmastered Edition is what it's going to be called. Running at 1080p resolution, double texture resolution, rendering improvements and rework, and better shadowing resolution. And then Millennium Falcon's pilot Han Solo will not be in Rogue One, as the director has said, for multiple reasons. But I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do for Rogue One. There's a lot of things that they can do. But what do you think about the remastered version of DarkSiders? We played DarkSiders. We played the first one. Didn't play the second one. But we lost our. Remember when we lost our progression in the first one?
And I quit the game because of it.
Yeah,
I
we never went back to it after we lost all of our progression. We were about 50% of the way through the game, and we lost all of our progression somehow.
It took forever.
Yeah, it was and we also maxed a shit ton of souls or whatever they called it in that game. DarkSiders also follows. There's a game called Lords of the Fallen that has a very DarkSiders feel. But I don't know. There's a few things that I'm actually excited for. So how you guys doing? While we wait for Austin to
Die.
yeah, get raped, get destroyed.
Yeah, you guys are kind of getting fucked,
I have
aren't you?
half of our team's kills. I don't know where they're at.
They're over there.
They're getting a mannequin, because that's going to help us. That right there is going to help us.
Evidently.
The person who needs the mana isn't by the camp, but giving a hunter and assassin.
Well, considering that you have 2,000, I don't think you're gonna run out of mana before you die.
You're also 3 levels above one and 5
And-
levels above the other one.
He's dead too.
And Artemis is dead also.
Damn.
He's gonna use his Y on you. Damn. Wow.
How?
Hades does a shit ton of damage.
How much?
We still have 27 health. This game's glitched.
This game's broken.
He did not.
But I'd like everybody to thank you for joining us on this very happily big filled game of Smite as Austin gets raped. But does a good job at Zeus. Good job, Austin. Proud of you.
Fucked up.
But I'd like everybody to thank you for joining us. If you guys could leave a like, comment, subscribe, that'd be fantastic. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Austin's bad.
He's not bad.
It's a little bit bad.
He's not bad.
It's pretty bad. Look at him. He's so pouty, like a bitch. Yeah, that's right. Kick your fucking shit, you bitch.